Can you talk a little bit about our emotional state and how our different emotions affect the body, and then
Yeah.
how exercise fits into that, because I think that can be tied in as well.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed in the last 10 years is that depression and bipolar
Hmm.
and all of these new kind of diagnoses that people are dealing with are very, very high. They're in epidemic proportion. Um, and women tend to have more heightened emotional issues than men do just because of the way we're geared and the way
Hmm.
we're made, the way we're created. So I think in safeguarding that, the Alkaline approach really, really helps with that, to keep your mind clear and keep your thoughts and logic on a healthy basis. However, if we become too depressed or too acidic, those kind of go hand in hand. And we've seen people lift up out of their depressions by just getting their blood and tissues clean and clear. So I think the physiology affects the emotionality, affects the mentality, and it's kind of a three-legged stool. So that's why holistic approaches usually involve body, mind, spirit, the three-legged stool. So whenever you can increase your physiology and decrease pain, even if it's emotional pain, and that's not to say that good counseling, good psychotherapy isn't needed. It is needed, but what we object to is using drugs to mask our psyches or to numb us so we're not really feeling or not really living anymore to our full potential. We like to see people go off drugs, not use them to mask or get on drugs. So it's great to see people coming to the pH Miracle Ranch and cleansing and detoxing and getting off the drugs. We have many, many testimonials where people will say, I'm off my high blood pressure, I'm off my antidepressants, I'm off my heart medication, simply because we've cleaned up the rivers and streams. And it's a very gratifying work to be involved in. And I think, one of the things that we need more in the world is hope. And this gives people hope, especially if they have time to turn something around. That's not to say that we don't have people that come to the ranch too late and we don't have enough time. The body has great regenerative properties if given the proper tools and the amount of time they need to turn things around. But when we have somebody that's come to us and they've already been radiated and chemotherapy, it's really dealing with a handicap there where we really, really try. And we have had some great pH miracles happen with those people, but it's almost better if they start the alkalizing regime before they go into any of those types of more attack approaches on trying to get well.